And as a former teacher myself, I used to always ask, what is the disconnect between the schools and the students?
Yeah, they don't teach you anything in school. They don't care about you.
All of the kids across America is feeling the same way. Shit, in Philly, you got 420 teachers absent a day. Why these kids don't want to go to school? Now she trying to do this million student march down DC. And all these kids are saying, yo, school. Let's swipe left, man. It's crazy, man.
How do you feel about the protest?
I feel great about it. School, we out here doing our own things, eating money for president.
If it's up, you know it's up. Join the Z, let's turn it up. Us, we don't give up, so we gon' live it up. You know it's up. Join the Z, let's turn it up. Us, we don't give up, so we gon' live it up. If it's up, you know it's up. Join the Z, let's turn it up. Us, we don't give up, so we gon' live it up. When it's time to hit a lick, we gon' hit it.
These kids, man, I'm telling you, yo, they something else. I don't know. Chat, I definitely want to hear you guys chat it up, because these kids are something else, man. These generational Z's, oh my God, man. They using this TikTok stuff and they being out of control with it, man. It's crazy. And hey, man, it's a good topic to talk about. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys. I'm starting with you, Ronnie. What's your take on these new generation of kids starting this petition of not going to school?
Well, I like the enthusiasm. It seems like kids are coming. I would say the kids are you, but they understand the power of protesting. So now they're protesting, which is a good thing. They want over there in Washington D.C. So it shows you that the kids are paying attention to the grown adults. Like always, shout out to Kendall. Hey, Barry White, what's going on, sweetheart? How you been? B. Sammy and also Y High already in the chat room. Shout out to you guys. But at the same time, and also those that's watching us as well, that's be watching us from the cloud. Hey, I came and dropped. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people be watching us from the clouds, man. I thought we were doing. Some people actually be doing reviews on our show, so I really do.
I love that.
So shout out to reviews on our show. You know, even though it's good or bad, it's still a review. I really do greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, so so this generation is actually doing it's stepping up, and they learn from the past. So the stuff that we used to do, they're doing it now. No, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Growing up, we already know, especially as kids, we always thought about dropping out of school because we're like, school now becoming too hard, school now is becoming too difficult. We never connected with the teacher. That's a fact. Now don't get me wrong, there was some students that, especially when I was growing up, there was some students that was connected with the teachers, and they will always call themselves nerds. We always call them nerds, or people that all be like, you think you're better than us. But now in this generation, because now we live in a social media age, more kids are just pretty much expressing themselves. How do they feel about school? Because a lot, like I think right now they even say, I think it was a study that was done. But don't quote me. I could be wrong, because I haven't fully done research on it. But I know they say it was a study that's done. I say this generation of kids, like their brain cells is not what it used to be. While we was growing up, like their brain cells very small, because the simple fact is they not getting enough education. Because now they're being taught about, so pretty much social media instead of the teacher actually teaching them. Like keep it in mind, teachers are now changing their curriculum to the point that now they're playing like sexy red music to keep their kids to stay woke in class. I never seen that before. Now don't get me wrong, I seen they play like classical music just to calm everybody down, but not like a hip hop form of music. Now they literally playing that in school, so it kind of show you that we living in dangerous times. And I always tell people, like, even though people won't admit it, when you're a podcaster, when you someone that's on social media, even if you do video blogs, you are influence. You influence the world, and this is a prime example. Look at this girl. She's only 16 years old, and she's telling kids not to go to school. And look how it influenced pretty much kids. We have the power. But go ahead, I would like your insight and also join.
So check this out. Majority impoverished areas have high dropout rates historically. Philly is one of these places, due to the fact that it's a Democratic city, detrimentally, the crime is high, a lot of teen murders in this. I expect stuff like this. If these kids don't want to go to school, we're not here to fight them. I'm sure not. We need more people at Burger King. We need more people at the warehouse. If you want to subjugate yourself to that, so be it. The ones who want to learn, we're going to take care of that. You don't like school for what? None of us like school. We still went through it. We know the importance of school. My mother always told me education is power, and education will release you from any bondage you have. Not being educated keeps you in bondage. Them kids can't even, the way she was rapping, you could tell she doesn't have vocabulary in all that. She's going to be either, and I don't want to be very, very bad about this, where do you think you're going to go if you don't go get education? Who's going to take you seriously? The education been the same for the last 30-something years. This ain't nothing new. Time repeats itself. We was talking the same shit back when I was growing up, and people dropped out of school. And I know people who dropped out of school, and they have not recovered from that yet.
I have to say this, a lot of these kids, University City, they don't think about working around Burger King or McDonald's or KFCs or these fast food joints. You know what they think about? They think about being monetized. They see Casanat, they see I Show Speeds and these other YouTubers, they do these, these pranks or anything, or this fake make-believe stuff they do in major cities like here in New York, LA, Miami, and everything. And they make these skits thinking it's real, but it's not, but it's fake. But they see they get thousands and thousands of views, and they see, how much money they get, showing stacks of monies and everything. It's like, why do I need school if I could be a YouTuber, or if I could be I could be go to Instagram, be for a chick that's a teenager who's in high school. So maybe I'd be an IG model, or OnlyFans. There's a lot of this, 2023, 2024. Like I said, a lot of these kids looking at social media, YouTube, TikTok, all these major social media platforms, and they say, hey, I could be rich and famous. If I could just put enough clout, I could do anything for the clout. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm definitely gonna put it out there. I could probably say the same thing if we had, social media, in our time and everything. Some of these kids probably thinking the same thing. Back then, we just the kids that did not want to go to school, they want to go out, maybe do drugs or anything, or have a part-time job or somewhere, at Burger King, McDonald's, thinking they're making money, but they're not going to make money. But it just shows you, it's how its effects are. Young kids are seeing they doing it. I mean, y'all want to protest and everything's fine, but like I said, education is always important. And how it looks like in the United States in America, how education is, how bad our education is going and everything. In certain situations, in certain states, in certain cities, it's not looking good right now. It's definitely not looking good. I just feel like, I don't know how we can do, especially as the parents here today, how you can show the balance of, the good about, social media, the pros and cons about social media, because only, like I said, a lot of people who makes heavy money on social media, it's clearly the 1%. Lucky maybe 2%. And I don't think a lot of kids know how much money, how a lot of these YouTube content creators or Instagram people that make Instagrams, they can project, or how to project something what you might think is true, but actually it's fake. And the thing is, you think they're living their life, but they're not really living that life. They're really, really not. And how, especially on Instagram, how people showing them they're here, and traveling to different cities, like here, like LA, Atlanta, Houston, Miami, or Los Angeles, or some people think, some people that's on Instagram, they might travel internationally. They go to Dubai, London, Tokyo, all these little things. But the thing is, it's like, if you're I don't think kids know. When it comes to being a content creator, like us here at Chaos Costa Rico, it takes consistently. It takes work, and a lot of kids think, like I said, they're gonna blow over one night if they just play a short or play a video, and bam, you get a 1,000 views instantly or 100 views instantly, and it don't work like that, And and I think that's the con of our kids being on social media is it's like they might drop out of school, and instead of going to to these fast food joints or go to Walmart or go to Myers or go to Sam Plus or Costco like that, they go put their fortune into being a content creator and to get caught. And the thing is about like I said, it's only a very few people who are very, very successful at being a content creator. A lot of people don't make money like that as kids. How many kids don't know like that, and they should know that. But the thing is, it's like if they don't find out, do the research and learn the stats and everything, you're gonna just learn the hard way. You definitely gonna learn the hard way. And a lot of these kids, or not say a lot of these kids, a lot of people, have I'll say when they think of Los Angeles. When people think, like I said, they think they can make it Los Angeles or being an actor or being a content creator, whatever, be YouTube creators or whatever, when they come here, when they experience their first 6 months or a year, they don't realize how much expensive it is to live in the city. They really, or how dangerous it is to live in the city as well. So there's some people that just think like, oh, I could go to this city, and be a content creator, and I can make, and then hopefully in a couple of months I could be rich and famous. It does not work like that. Usually, people that move out here, they move back home or they be homeless.
With you, people really don't care about the kids. Let's keep it 100. People really don't care. Majority of the time, you have women nowadays are forcing themselves to have kids, even though they don't have the money to pretty much to take care of them, or they don't even have a good relationship with their baby fathers. It doesn't make any